Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. Jason here. Sorry it's been a little while since I posted a video. I'll try and make this pretty quick. Thank you to all of our patrons, all of our supporters. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book and anything else that we might find applicable. I need to have some traffic through that Amazon thing that you guys suggest in order for it to keep going. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. So for today's video, we're going back to an author that I've talked about a whole bunch of times, and a series that I'm a huge fan of. This author is one of my favorite science fiction authors. He's definitely probably be in my top two, definitely in my top three or four. I'm talking about Andrew Moriarty, and this book is Imperial Raider, and it's part of his Imperial series that is sort of a spin-off of his Jump Space Accountant series, which was a really cool book, or a really cool series, and I can't wait for the next one. It was a lot of fun, but the Imperial series is even more fun for me. It's very similar, not similar, it has a lot of parallels, or I suppose it's in similar vein to, say, Omega Force, at least as far as the interactions between the crew goes, the crew of the spaceship. These outlaws and this crew that work together, they're a crew, they pull missions together, but the dialogue between them, the interactions between them, and the way they treat each other, it's absolutely hilarious, and it definitely feels very similar to the kind of conversations from Omega Force, although not quite at the same level. Omega Force, they're despite how they act towards each other, they are a family. In the Imperial series, they're not. They could eventually be, but they're not yet. So we are back with Dirk Friedel and his entire crew. You know, they've got Anna and Scruggs, and or as we want to go, engineer, medic, soldier, or centurion, nature girl. I mean, just all the usual, all the usual people. So we're back with Dirk Friedel, the former Duke, former prisoner. Well, technically he's still a Duke, I believe. Former prisoner, former naval officer, and pilot. Although his piloting skills are actually pretty good. His landing skills, however, could be put to a little bit of a question. And this very strange group that he has managed to put together. Now, we've got Devon, or the Lord Lion. He's an awesome character, one of my favorite characters, and I hope one day that Andrew makes kind of a spin-off on Devon, maybe a prequel, because which would be kind of funny as he keeps going back, because the Imperial series is pretty clearly a prequel series to Jump Space Accountant. I mean, it's the Empire is still there, although it is nearing its end, I would say. So Devon, finally, we've kind of been leading up to this through the other books, where there's something wonky going on with the Imperial government, with the Empire. No one's seen the Emperor's wife in a while. I don't think anyone's seen the Emperor in a while, and other officials seem to be running things. There's some very wonky things going on. Now Dirk just wanted nothing. He was just out doing his own thing, trying to make money and trying to survive, and that was it. He really wanted nothing to do with it. He was out on the fringe. But Devon is still a loyal Imperial officer and member of the royal family, and whom Dirk knows, and Dirk knows the royal family. Dirk knows the Empress. I mean, Dirk, of course, knows quite a few people because, again, he was a Duke and he's had some strange interactions. Well, Devon finally, I mean, there's been so much shady stuff going on that Devon is finally still playing his clever little games, although it tends to be his people that work with him that are most clever. This book is absolutely hilarious with the characters and the way they do things, especially Devon's staff. I mean, Dirk, his crew is pretty awesome. Devon, his staff is pretty awesome. In a lot of ways, these two it's like main character and co-main character, but it's their side people, their support people that are the true stars of this series, and it's absolutely hilarious and a whole ton of fun. So Devon is finally sort of rebelling. We're finally getting an actual functional, official sort of rebellion towards the Empire versus his sort of cheesing his orders in previous books. Now, he wants answers. He wants to know where Sister is, the Empress. He wants to know what's going on out there, and it's time. He's decided well, he's not decided. He's been pushed enough by his loyal people that it's time. It's time to find things out. So he clears out the warrants against Dirk. Basically, he pardons Dirk in a way. So Dirk is once again technically a Duke, but with his motley crew and technically stolen ship, Devon actually sends Dirk on sort of a spy mission, an intelligence gathering mission to another planet closer to the core, and astonishingly enough, for those of you guys that have already read most of the series, things don't go the way they are planned. Of course, adventure awaits, right? But this one gets pretty amusing because we've got a governor that Dirk knows. Dirk knows this guy, of course, and there's some wonky stuff going on with this planet. It's like we almost have a little mini rebellion going on over there. We've got the Centurion noticing a few things, and we've got some little behind-the-scenes things. We get a great sort of, I won't say heist thing because it's more of a spy sort of scene that's absolutely hilarious with Dirk and one of his crew members trying to break in somewhere and plant bugs. It's an absolute freaking riot. But, of course, things go sideways. Things go south really bad. The governor, of course, is also really out there. Things go sideways with him and his family. He wants to get out of town. He's trying to make some sort of deal with Dirk. Dirk is still trying to accomplish his mission, find out the information he needs. He does find out some critical stuff that he has to get back to Devon. But again, things just go absolutely sideways on this planet, and Dirk has to figure out all of this. He has to figure out how to handle his mission, how to protect his crew, how to handle the deal that he made that's going to get him the information that he needs. And unfortunately, Dirk's royal persona sort of comes back, or maybe it's his naval persona, or maybe it's just the fact that this crew, despite how strange and oddball they seem to get along, how they do actually seem to function, kind of brings forth Dirk's instincts that he maybe never had as far as being responsible. And at one point, he ends up being the highest ranking person on the planet. So not only is he trying to ensure the protection of his crew, ensure that this deal that he made with the governor goes through, and ensure that he accomplishes his mission, which that deal is necessary to accomplish his mission, he also feels a need to make sure that the citizens of the planet and the planet itself, the government, are protected as well. So he ends up trying to do all of this stuff at once. Shockingly, none of it really goes according to plan. But if everything went according to plan, adventure wouldn't await, now would it? You guys have got to check out the Imperial series. You guys have to check out Andrew Moriarty. He is an absolutely phenomenal author, one of my favorite science fiction authors, and just a blast. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will catch you next time.